This is 5 on your side at 4. Focused on you.
Right now at 4, too much water all at once. Flooding from heavy rain over the past 2 days closes St. Francis State Park in St. Francis County. Park campsites will not be available till Monday. The campground at Merrimack State Park also closed until further notice. Thanks for being here. I'm Kay Quinn. Brent Solomon is on assignment. We'll check in with him in just a moment. Skies are still cloudy, but conditions have improved after our area got hit with yet another wave of storms. Let's go right to Chief Meteorologist Scott Connell. He's here with a look at the Weather First forecast. Scott, are we in the clear for the rest of the night?
Well, I wouldn't go that far, but we're not looking at a repeat performance of what we saw yesterday. That's the good news. Having said that, we still have the potential of seeing some showers and thunderstorms that produce some heavy rainfall, particularly south of St. Louis, an area harder hit. Right now around the metro area, we actually have some sun trying to pop through the clouds. Last 24 hours, 2 bands of heavy rain set up, one east of St. Louis, one to the west and southwest. This one that went through Fredericktown, Farmington, back up north of Potosi into Sullivan, dropping 3 to 6 inches of rainfall. Not that much in the metro area. And then another band off to the east and northeast of St. Louis. Fortunately, this one that's set up from about Vandalia over to east of Salem to Flora did not have the severe weather with it like what we saw down to the south of St. Louis. Look at the rain gauge from Diane. She shared this with us on our 5 on Your Side Weather Watchers Facebook group. 4 inches of rain there in Sullivan. And to tell you what, right at the river measurement stage there, they picked up 4.97 inches in the last 24 hours. That's a lot of rain. Now, there's still some spot showers here to the south of St. Louis. Not a huge amount, but this is going to continue to percolate through the afternoon hours, mainly south and southwest. There will be more scattered rain into tonight, but overall not as heavy, and we still have weekend storm chances. More on that in a few minutes.
All right, we'll see you then. Thank you, Scott. Areas like Farmington got up to 70-mile-an-hour wind gusts, and today people there are cleaning up the damage. You can see several downed power lines and fallen trees blocking roadways. Emergency crews responded to more than 30 calls in the area overnight. They say their biggest concern, flash flooding.
Most deaths occur in flash flooding events, while you're in your car. So it's important that you pay attention and don't try to cross water that may be crossing a road or a street. That's our big concern right now.
It only takes about 6 inches to a foot of water to sweep away a car. Crews will continue the cleanup process for the rest of the evening. A Fenton home was severely damaged in storms overnight. A lightning strike set the roof on fire. Now the homeowners have to find somewhere else to stay until repairs are made. 5 on Your Side's Brent Solomon joins us live from Fenton. And Brent, you spoke with the homeowners there. How are they doing?
I sure did, Kay. Good afternoon to you. Those homeowners here are shaken up, as you can only imagine. I spoke with them not too long ago, but they tell me they are glad that when they smelled what they described as burning wood, they were able to get up and get out just in the nick of time. Go ahead, take a look at your screen right now. I want you to see these images from last night. It was just around 11 o'clock at the time. A neighbor capturing these images from their side window. And you can see that home in flames. We're near Smizer Mill Road right now in Fenton. It was just before 11 last night. 3 people home at the time, a man, his wife, and their 19-year-old son. When they smelled that burning wood, they started to investigate. They looked around the home, saw their back roof on fire. That's when they grabbed one of their cats and got out as fast as they could.
An occupied structure, there's always that chance that somebody could have, perished in it. Luckily, they were all able to get out. They did have working smoke detectors. They did not alarm, though, because the fire was above the smoke detectors.
All right, let's go ahead and give you a live look right now. You can see that home and how it looks in the light of day. The owner spent the day getting out their valuables. They didn't stay here last night, and Kay, they won't be able to stay here for quite some time, but they tell me fortunately they have family in the Baldwin area. That's the very latest from Fenton. Let's go ahead and send it back to you in the studio.
All right, thank you, Brent. Remember, you can get the Weather First forecast anytime on your phone. Just text the word weather to 314-425-5355. This afternoon, a teenager is behind bars in connection with that mass shooting at an office party in downtown St. Louis back in June. The 16-year-old was arrested by Bellefontaine Neighbors Police for assault. Police say he shot one of the victims who survived. 17-year-old Macau Moore was shot and killed that day. 11 others were hurt. Anyone who attended the party or has information about the shooting is asked to call Crime Stoppers. You can remain anonymous. That number is 866-371-TIPS. Developing this afternoon, a man convicted of cyberstalking and threatening to rape and kill women in St. Louis County is in court right now to learn his sentence. Just about an hour ago, Robert Merkel returned to the federal courthouse in St. Louis. He pleaded guilty last month to federal charges as a prior and persistent offender. 5 on your side's Christine Byers is at the courthouse, and we'll have more on today's sentencing tonight on 5 on your side at 5 and 6. Stay with us.